the introduction of hard times, Thomas Gradgrind, one of the wealthy leaders of Coketown, runs a school where curriculum is based entirely on nothing but facts. His oldest children, Tom and Louisa, attend the school. The students spend their days being drilled about facts and scolded if they express any evidence of imagination. In the rising action, Mr. Gradgrind and Mr. Bounderby find Sissy Jupe running through the streets, trying to escape from Bitzer's taunts. Sissy's circus performer father has abandoned her in hope she will get an education and live a better life without him. The Gradgrinds take Sissy in. A factory worker, Stephen Blackpool, visits Mr. Bounderby and learns he can't divorce his wife. Years pass. Tom Gradgrind takes an apprenticeship with Mr. Bounderby at his bank. When Mr. Bounderby asks Louisa to marry him, Tom pressures her to accept the proposal to help smooth his indiscretions. Louisa accepts, but her engagement and marriage cool her friendship with Sissy. The spoiled and privileged James Harthouse becomes close to Louisa and decides to seduce her. Mr. Bounderby fires Stephen for refusing to be a union informant, as well as airing his grievances as a factory worker. Stephen leaves Coketown to find work elsewhere, and shortly after he leaves, the bank is robbed. Mr. Bounderby immediately suspects Stephen because of their quarrels and because Stephen was spotted loitering around the bank. Louisa vaguely suspects Tom might be behind the robbery. Meanwhile, Mrs. Gradgrind dies, and Mrs. Sparsit comes to stay at the Bounderbys' country house, plotting against Louisa and spying on her. In the climax, Louisa goes to her father's house to confess a near affair with Harthouse, who's professed his love, throwing her into crisis. In the falling action, Mr. Bounderby learns Louisa did not actually have an affair, but still demands she get over her emotional breakdown and come home right away. Louisa does not return, and the marriage effectively ends. Sissy and Rachel search for Stephen and find he's fallen into a coal pit. He's pulled from the pit, but he succumbs to his injuries and dies. Sissy helps Tom escape after he's revealed as the bank robber. And in the resolution, Louisa and Sissy settle into relatively contented lives, promoting happiness and imagination among the people of Coketown.